The homeless population is a community, like any other community. We have folks on the street who can't get into housing. That's true about every big city. There are issues within Metro Louisville around homelessness. There are homeless folks actually all over the county. The people that are in the camps don't want you to see them. So they'll be in a place that's a little wooded, they'll be in a place that might be off the beaten path, but we should be working to not having folks on the street.
We think of homeless as the chronic homeless who have been homeless for a long time, and we certainly have some of those people. But we have new homeless people every day. Every community does. People who are evicted because they can't pay their rent. Some of them find other locations. Some of them move in with relatives or friends. Some of them become homeless. We have a good-sized homeless population in the community. We've made some strides in that area in terms of veteran homelessness, and we're working hard on youth homeless issues, but we continue to have a good-sized homeless population. We've had some development pressure, and as development happens in that area, the homeless camp can't be there anymore.
There was a camp clean out that happened way too quickly. People lost possessions, and when you're homeless, you don't have many possessions to start with.
And so homeless people who were living in an encampment came back to the encampment and found that everything they owned had been taken away. Their tents, their blankets, their personal effects. In one case, we were told about a woman who had her mother's ashes, and they were all gone. Everything was gone.
There was really not good notice given, and we realized that that was not a good response on the part of the city. Councilman Hollander proposed the ordinance for a 21-day notice.
The ordinance deals with any removal of a homeless encampment anywhere on Metro property. Where a homeless encampment needs to be cleaned, that we will give the people living there 21 days notice. No items will be taken until that 21-day period is up.
My name is Natalie Harris, and I'm the Executive Director of the Coalition for the Homeless. We are aware that there are at least 150 people on any given night who are sleeping on the streets here in Louisville. Please take this opportunity to make a difference and help us avoid another misstep with our vulnerable citizens.
And it's just not noticed to the homeless people, it's also noticed to providers, people who are helping them, and the social service agencies can meet with them, try to figure out how to get them into a better situation.
There are 19 yes votes.
Thank you. The amended ordinance passes.
This is not an ordinance that's going to end homelessness or that's going to be the solution to homelessness in the community. But to provide some protection and to allow people to offer some services before people's belongings are removed is important, and I think it's working. There is, in fact, a task force which is looking at how we deal with homeless issues in the community.
You know, a lot of times these task forces, they're not as powerful as you would hope, but this one has actually, I would say, exceeded my expectations in terms of starting to get some real work done.
It includes representatives from the Coalition for the Homeless, St. John's Center, LMPD, Metro Corrections, and our Office for Resilience and Community Services. This task force will be reviewing our procedures and determine if there are better ways to serve our homeless citizens.
So we've got all these folks around the table with different levels of expertise, some folks who've been formerly homeless, and we've been talking about how we have a better response. The longer we met, the more we realized that we needed to have been meeting for a while. We just have to work together and across. That's why you've got so many groups trying to work together to address the issues that affect folks who are homeless.
We're trying to figure out what's the best approach for Louisville. I think the overall goal is to treat homeless people in a humane way and understand that when we're cleaning a homeless site, everything that the homeless people own is involved.